So this is the Buccaneer cockpit. Down the left hand side here we've got the throttles. End of the throttles we have the air brakes. Now as we move forward here we've got the undercarriage, we've got the flaps. The Buccaneer had flap system, you had the inboard wing flaps, and then you had the aileron droop, and had the on the tailplane you had the tailplane flap as well. So these three gauges here, these ones up here, these cheeses here, indicated the position of the flaps. The flap positions were 15, 10, 10, and when you put the flaps down to 15, 10, 10, you get indication on the cheeses here, and then you check on this side here, the blow gauges, to make sure you've got blow over the wings, otherwise you could stall the aeroplane. That's 15, 10, 10, it was 30, 20, 20 again, checking the blow gauges and checking the cheeses all move together. And then 45, 25, 25, once again, checking the blow gauges. We have the speed brakes still on the throttles, the air brakes on the throttles. And over here we have another cheese, you probably can't see it, it's very similar to these cheeses here. It's in here, and it gives you the air brake position, which is quite important. When we're up here, obviously you've got the speed indicator at the top here, and there's an angle of attack gauge here. And generally, when you're landing the Buccaneer, you actually landed it at an attitude, and you're landing at 45, 25, 25. You're about 20 degrees pitch up, about full air brake, and you're using the power to maintain the speed and the pitch. And you had listening in your headphones, you had an ADD indication, an airflow direction detector, which sent a signal to the computer, and if you're too fast or you get a beep beep beep. If you're too slow you get a deeper note, burp burp burp. Then if you're on the correct angle of attack, just a straight beep, so continuous beep. So when you came around the corner to land the aeroplane, you're looking for a pitch of about 20 degrees, and you get in the noise in your headset of the correct pitch attitude, and then you just fly the airplane and land on the runway. So this speed indicator down here, IS in knots. We used to get up to about 550, 560 knots on here, low level, and then altimeter and VSI, and attitude indicator, and the compass and TACAN, etc. on there. Standby instrument here, obviously you always require a standby to have a problem with the main instruments. Then you've got your engine instruments down here. You notice all these little things on here, and that's known as being cross-hatched. When things are working, they're working. If they fail, they'll go cross-hatched, and that's the expression you used to use. I've got a cross-hatched on the port engine or whatever on the autopilot. They have a cross-hatched, which basically means it's not working. So that's what they all were on the Buccaneer. So I say down here, the engine instruments down, fuel down here, fairly easy to gauge to read, and the fuel panel here on here. Fuel injection down here, and then you've got the warning systems down here, fire warning systems down here, all the master warning systems that illuminate if you had any problems. And then the radio on the right hand side here, and then just various other switches for the heating, etc. So that's the cockpit of the Buccaneer really. And up here we had the strike sight. There's actually a piece of glass that goes on there, and the strike sight would project it onto the glass, and that's how you'd attack your target.